About a year ago, my plans were to retire. And retirement to me didn't mean big fancy holidays and safaris and all those sort of things. What it basically was about is about using the opportunity to kind of reconnect with friends who are dispersed across the country and family. Spend more time with my mum and dad and my brothers, and kind of drive up and down the country to the Lake District or the Chilterns, Cotswolds, Malvern Hills, all really just to try and just enjoy a slow pace of life and, as I say, kind of reconnect. But instead it's been one series of lockdown and other restrictions after another. And so holiday plans for 2020 were kind of pretty truncated, and for 2021 looked likely to be abandoned. Now the girls are working from home. In the spring, the closure of the schools really meant they felt pretty abandoned, and we felt pretty abandoned as the schools struggled to cope with providing any support whatsoever during the summer term. And so Catherine ended up getting awarded GCSEs based upon predicted grades, which in the end worked out well for her, but for many children of her age it would have been a near disaster, and this year's not looking any better with the schools closed once again. So we're fortunate, we live in a nice house, we've got the tech, the schools are now supporting the girls' education, and we've both retired now. And although we're not doing that much, we're trying to remain sane by staying in touch with those friends, by having Zoom calls or Skype calls every week. And sometimes those calls are pretty short, 20 minutes or so. Sometimes they go on for 2 or 3 hours as we get into a heated debate over one thing or another. But all that's good, we're staying connected. We're all having conversations with people outside the immediate family. And we're all hopeful that things are going to get back to normality. Now for me, that's going to be, as I've implied, more reconnection, more walking, more hiking, more cycling for definite. And I can't really wait until we get the bullets back to normal. I think the number's going to be a lot lower because people are going to remain cautious, understandably, because some people have been directly impacted, either themselves or the family have gotten ill. So far so good for us is that we've not been affected, but we are pretty much following the rules and staying pretty isolated, living a quiet existence. And although we try and reach out to some people who we know are living solo, living alone, to reach out and just send a message, have a conversation, go for a walk, just a pair of you, because you're allowed to go for a walk with one person from outside the household. So, but people feel as though that everyone else is so busy and that they don't want to bother them. But we got to try, because, you know, a walk every week with somebody outside the family is good for the soul, good for both of you. So that's what I'm trying to do, as well as try and make sense of it all through making videos or keeping a journal or whatever it might be. All hoping that we're going to look back on this period with kind of a bit of a fondness for how it made us reassess what was important. Who knows where we're going to be this time next year.